Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the U.S. Immigration News. As the United States gears up for the inauguration of the new Trump administration in January, immigration and visa holders in the country are anxiously awaiting potential policy changes. In this video, we will discuss, with Trump's renewed push to ramp up deportations, many Democratic state attorneys general are readying for a legal showdown. So to understand what Democrats can legally do to stop Trump, with immigrants, the constitutional rights, safety, and well-being of millions. If you are interested in this topic, please stay tuned until the end of the video. If you are liking this video, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like it, so that you may get updates straight to your smartphone. Now let's get into the video to discuss it further. Trump's latest immigration pledge, if enacted, would involve the largest deportation campaign in U.S. history. Democratic attorneys general in states across the country are already preparing legal responses, anticipating actions that they argue could violate federal law and misuse military resources. From the threat of deploying the National Guard to attempts at withholding federal funding from sanctuary cities, these attorneys general are mapping out strategies to challenge these measures in court. Many of these attorneys have shared their concerns, warning that using military forces for domestic immigration enforcement could lead to dangerous precedents. They emphasize that legal challenges could focus on protecting the rights of communities that could be disproportionately affected by these policies, including schools, hospitals, and other sensitive locations. These state prosecutors aren't just concerned with Trump's approach to immigration on a practical level. They also argue that his plans could bypass important constitutional protections. In their view, many of these proposals, like using the National Guard to support immigration and customs enforcement (ICE) operations, or mobilizing troops in blue states, lack a legal basis and raise due process issues. These attorneys argue that Trump's promises could undermine constitutional rights, and they intend to fight any such efforts if they believe legal boundaries are crossed. In addition, these Democratic attorneys general are preparing to address any attempts to withhold federal funding from cities that refuse to comply with immigration enforcement. This isn't new. Trump tried similar measures in his first term, only to see these efforts blocked in court. But the stakes are high, and they're ready for a renewed legal challenge if Trump moves forward with similar tactics. The issue also intersects with economic concerns. Democratic state leaders argue that Trump's plan to target long-standing immigrant communities would disrupt local economies that rely on immigrant labor, particularly in industries like agriculture and food production. They warn that such actions could trigger labor shortages and drive up prices, potentially affecting consumers nationwide. Despite Trump's focus on immigration enforcement, some within his own party have expressed doubts about the feasibility of his plans. Republican Senator Rand Paul, for instance, voiced concerns about the potential misuse of military resources, describing it as a huge mistake. This opposition within Trump's base could provide a unique advantage for Democratic attorneys as they pursue legal challenges, potentially securing bipartisan support against Trump's proposals. Furthermore, attorneys general are setting the stage for a messaging campaign to counter Trump's portrayal of immigrants as criminals or threats to American communities. By spotlighting the positive contributions of immigrant populations, these leaders aim to frame the debate in terms of community support, economic contributions, and the values they argue are fundamental to America's identity. The legal arguments that these attorneys general are developing reflect their commitment to opposing what they see as a violation of American values and rights. They're preparing briefs, analyses, and legal defenses, all geared toward preventing what they believe would be a dangerous precedent for federal overreach and misuse of power. They acknowledge that some of these policies may evolve once Trump takes office, but they're ready to act swiftly should they feel his administration steps out of line. As these attorneys general prepare to respond to Trump's immigration plans, they're looking beyond just legal battles. They're focusing on how their actions can support families, communities, and individuals affected by these policies. Their message is clear. They're not opposed to lawful immigration enforcement, but they're committed to fighting any action that threatened to disrupt or destabilize American communities unnecessarily. This potential clash between blue state leaders and Trump's immigration agenda is poised to be a landmark legal battle. It's a story that goes beyond politics, touching on questions of justice, community, and the limits of presidential power. As we've seen, this looming battle between state prosecutors and the federal government isn't just about policy. It's about fundamental rights and the balance of power in the United States. For blue state attorneys general, it's clear this isn't just about immigration. It's about ensuring that constitutional rights are upheld, that federal authority doesn't overstep into state jurisdiction, and that due process remains intact for everyone within U.S. borders. Thanks for joining us today. If you found this breakdown helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Should these attorneys general fight Trump's immigration plans, or are they overstepping? We'll see you in the next video. The U.S. Immigration News Channel provides all necessary visa information and procedures for your U.S. immigration journey. It is important to understand the United States immigration processing steps, visa application requirements, processing times, forms, fees, and more. We will continue to provide all information about U.S. visitor visas such as B1 and B2, work visas such as L1A, L1B, and H1B, student visas, green cards, immigrant visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5, and family immigrant visas. Thank you for visiting us today, and we'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel for more U.S. immigration update videos.